Okay, it was only a matter of time before I started a series on RuneScape, and it actually has nothing to do with the fact that this is the first MMO I've ever played a decade and a half ago. Yeah, I was like 9 or 10 years old when I first played RuneScape, which is now called Old School Runescape. Thank you for making me realize how old I'm getting, Jagex! But yeah, believe it or not, I didn't return to the game because of nostalgia, which is usually the reason I do come back to old MMOs. But in this case, I came back because there's nothing quite like what Jagex has created here. They have somehow monopolized this style of gameplay, this gameplay design in the MMO genre, with next to no challengers to RuneScape in its entire decades-old lifespan. So yeah, I came back purely because I missed the gameplay. I'd even go as far as saying I missed the visual presentation. Now, newcomers that see Old School RuneScape probably think it's the ugliest thing ever and don't really understand how anyone can be playing this. It's how I feel when I look at MapleStory, because I've never played it, but to all of us that have played Old School or MapleStory in the past, these games definitely have some charm that's grown on us gamers that used to play them. It's why RuneScape's player base is primarily comprised of adults. And on top of these reasons, RuneScape and I also have some unfinished business, and we probably always will, to be honest, because my goals in this game from when I was just a kid all the way to now are the exact same. Hit level 99 in everything. You'd think with age I'd be able to scale my ambitions down a bit and realize, hey Goose, that's just like not doable if you want to keep your girlfriend, a job, and so on, but no. It doesn't work like that in this amazing brain of mine, because the way I always saw it was, why play any game if you don't want to be the best at it, doing the hardest content and achieving the hardest goals? I really wish I applied that mindset to literally anything else in life. I'd probably be like a doctor or some shit, or a scientist that does extremely advanced science and saves the world. But it seems like all my passion to accomplish things is saved for when I'm gaming, so that's the point of this series, once again, returning to RuneScape for like the 10th time in my life with the exact same goal every time. Hit max level in every flippin' skill. Now, me having an itch for RuneScape's gameplay is one thing, but I wouldn't even be able to enjoy the game if not for its world, its lore, its charm. I've said it in other videos, but the game world and the way the devs bring that world to life through the lore is extremely important to me. I love feeling immersed in these massive worlds. So while the gameplay is what fuels my goals and incentives to play, the first thing I consider before jumping into an old game is how much it pulled me in the last time. And that's what makes it so easy to jump back into RuneScape. Its undeniable charm. Its world that's packed with creativity and personality to the point where I'd call it beautiful, but it's not like a surface beauty. You have to play the game to see what I mean, obviously. Yeah. And I was just excited to rest my eyes upon the land of Guylenor. I didn't say that right. I probably didn't. I'm about to get my ass pounded in the comments. I missed the vibrance of the colors, all the sights which somehow immersed me, and as I was logging on, I realized maybe RuneScape is like a fine wine that appreciates more with age, and it may offer me a completely different experience in my adulthood than it did in my young buck years. I felt I was about to embark on an almost poetic adventure, a newfound respect of the game for the beauty and charm it offers, instead of being that sad, lonely, and wildly horny teenager playing RuneScape just for the grind back in the day. Yeah, no. So what do I end up doing within the first 2 minutes of logging in? I log off, buy membership. Can't have that rune scimitar shit on my guy. It made me nauseous as soon as I saw it. Logged back in, equipped my dragon scimitar, which makes me the opposite of nauseous, so I guess, you know, the barf just like rematerialized into real food. So there's just like a remade burger just sitting inside of me, right? All thanks to this dragon scimitar. Sold the rune scimitar, never want to see it again, get it out of my face, and I equip my obsidian gear and immediately haul ass to my combat XP farming spot. Didn't look at shit on the way. Literally used the stamina potion so I can make it as fast as possible. Vibrant world, get the fuck out of my way. I am on a mission. Play the game this time around for its beauty. Sounds so silly when I say it out loud. The grind never leaves my system, boys and girls, but don't worry, I fooled me too. So I get to the farming spot, I'm like super hype, I'm about to shred these zombies like they're caught in a cheese grater, and that cheese grater's name is Goose. Now, I don't know why I do this, but every time I get back into RuneScape, I always think my skills are way higher than they are. I clicked on a 2,000 plus world with confidence that it would let me log into it. It didn't though, so I was like, the fuck, Jagex? because in these moments, obviously my brain thinks it's like a malicious personal attack. One of my many flaws, sensitivity out the ass. So I'm fully confident I'm gonna smash these zombies, one of the perks of being level 115 or something. I start the grind. Click on my combat tab because obviously I'm gonna kick off this 2-hour grind fest with a special attack, and turns out I'm level 88. Love that shit. But I saw this and I was like, okay, this is low-key gross. I'm seeing ones where I thought I'd see 80s, and I'm seeing 80s where I thought I'd see 90s. But it's fine, because Goose knew it was going to be an uphill battle, hitting 99 in every single skill. Defeat was not on the menu today, boys, so I buckled in, popped an Adderall, and began grinding. Yeah, don't pop an Adderall for a game like RuneScape. It does not go anywhere near as fast as you want it to go gameplay-wise. Black Desert Online is an Adderall-worthy game, but not RuneScape. Huge mistake. But regardless, the levels came flying in. I gained 3 of them. 2 levels in strength, 1 in cooking. Yes. Oh yeah, you want somebody to skip packed, motherfucker? So I figured if I wanted to do this series, I need to pretty much find out how to take the shortcuts to get the most XP for my time in game. I did a little research, and the first skills I decided I want to get to 99 is strength and cooking, if that wasn't obvious. Strength is just combat training, so aside from using the best weapon I can, along with a good amulet and some power potions maybe, I didn't feel like there was a lot extra that I could do for my character to better maximize XP over what I was already using. But that's the beauty of this series. It allows me to get the viewer's opinion. I'd love to hear tips and tricks from you guys on how I can even better chase this level 99 dream. So I felt on top of the combat, but where I knew I could speed up my XP gain was in cooking. At this point, I'd been cooking with swordfish, judging by the seismic fuck ton of them in my bank, and the last time I played, I was using the Lumbridge cooking range, so I continued to do that this time around. But you spend a lot of time going up and down the stairs, and I misclick all the damn time. This is why I don't play shooters on PC. Once I realized I can barely handle clicking and aiming my mouse in RuneScape, I knew I was a console guy. But anyways, I continued using the Lumbridge method, but it felt like a fair bit of work, so I decided to check out what would make cooking go even faster. And that is what led me to doing the Family Crest quest. I found out about these amazing gloves that the quest gives as a reward. And these gloves can be imbued to help you in one of 3 ways, and one of which is decreasing the burn rate of fish when cooking. On top of that, there's a city called Hosidius, I think I said that right, and if you earn 100% favor with that city, you get access to a cooking range that gives you a 5% decrease in burning. Holy guacamole, boys and girls, that's 5 plus 5%, which equals like a significant percent, which could absolutely help the XP flow. And so the game plan was put into action. First the quest, and then haul ass to Hosidius. But to even do the quest, I realized I had to level up my magic. It just wasn't cutting it. The quest required level 59 magic, and so I got from 53 to 55. And that's when I found out about the high alchemy technique. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's a spell you can cast on items to convert them into gold. I jumped on a website which loosely tells you what items give the most money return, so I purchased what I could and kept casting high alchemy on those items to get more money back than what I spent on them. And I gotta say, it was pretty cool. Made some pocket cash. Now if I ever get a RuneScape girlfriend again, like back in the past, I can take her out, buy her in-game jewelry and shit. I spoiled the crap out of my RuneScape girlfriends, who are probably realistically like 40-year-old males in real life. I don't. So after using the spell at least 1,000 times, I hit 59 magic and I was ready to quest. So here's the thing about RuneScape quests. They're pretty fun to do and very different from other MMOs. Like, they're packed with quirky, unique objectives, and you actually have to use your brain for a lot of them. So I enjoy doing them, but I can't imagine they'd be a lot of fun for you guys to watch. If I'm wrong about this, let me know, and in future episodes I definitely will do more of a play-by-play of the quest. In this case though, I'm just gonna blast through this puppy quick. First, okay, I bought all of the recommended items needed for the quest off of the Grand Exchange. Am I proud of how little I'm trying? No, but we have a goal and we must relentlessly attack it. 99 cooking, baby. Next, I talked to an old dude who has 3 estranged sons, each of which has a piece of this guy's family crest. He wants it back, so he hires me to assassinate his sons. Just kidding, but that storyline would have been way cooler. First, I head over to the Catherby, it's just Catherby, to talk to Caleb. Dude needed a lot of fish and Goose had it because he kinda cheated and bought everything, so that was the first piece in the bag. Damn, what a good start. Next, I had to talk to Yvonne, but to find out his whereabouts, Mr. Gem Trader and El Kurid had to be paid a visit. I said, "Hello, what's up, Mr. Gem Trader?" and the guy delivered. And so I found Yvonne chillin' by a bunch of rocks and scorpions. I wondered what he does with his free time, because personally, I never found chilling with massive scorpions to be that fun. Anyways, the homie needed a little help impressing a lady via some special jewelry. I needed to collect perfect gold bars, because this woman doesn't settle for anything less apparently. I love a girl that knows what she's worth. Trey sexy. To find these special bars, I had to pay a Dorfa little visit. Pun intended. I talked to a tiny feller named Boot, who would guide me to a cave just south of Witch Haven. So I got to the cave. I thought it'd be like a get in, get the shit and go kind of thing, but no, it never is. What I failed to realize was the little part about there being ogres beating the shit out of you as you try to figure out a lever puzzle. And then just when you scrape by with like a bit of health left after figuring it out, there are level 122 hellhounds waiting for you. Yeah, it took me like 30 minutes to figure out in what order I needed to activate these levers. So that whole time I was getting clubbed to death. So when I finally got into the room with the perfect gold bars and I see level 122 hellhounds, a lot of vulgar words just spilled out of my mouth. It was like the Niagara Falls of swearing. I needed 2 perfect ores. After getting smacked around a little bit, I finally was able to mine a rock, and I see 2 of these ores pop up in my inventory, and I'm thinking, oh, thank gosh, it's over. Poppy survived. Hover my mouse over them, one of them is just normal gold ore. I'm beginning to not like the fact that this chick knows her worth. Honestly, she's being a bit of a cow. Gold is gold, whatever. And so I needed 1 more perfect ore. I had about 8 HP left over, and these red cats hit like a truck, and I did not have any food on me, but sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit! And it paid off. I would have flat out cried if I died because I'd lose that gear and not be able to get it back unless I quickly made it back and redid the lever puzzle before my items disappeared, so good thing I didn't. Once I had the bars, I quickly whipped up some sexy ruby studded jewelry for my boy Yvonne, gave him the goods and told him to go get some booty. Yeah, but before you leave, give me my crest piece, bitch! So with only 1 crest piece left, there was nothing too fancy about what the last son wanted from me. Oh right, except kill a level 170 demon. So I went into this Edgeville dungeon, which is connected to the wilderness, so I was already nervous. But I make my way to this supposedly badass demon, and some other dude is already fighting him. I could have attacked the dude, but I was nice. I want to be the guy who people talk about and say, hey, what a nice guy that Goose is. So I waited till he got his kill, prepped my own shit, and I got my turn on Mr. Demon Man. And it turns out Mr. Big Level 170 can be like 4-shotted. It was the easiest fight of my life. 3rd crest obtained, cashed in the quest, got the gloves, and imbued those bitches. And guess what, boys? 1 step closer to dominating the cooking game and getting our first level 99. Boom! And that's a wrap. What a start to the series. In the next episode, I gain 100 favor with Hosidius, but along the way, I'm faced with many trials and tribulations. Drama, deceit, betrayal, it's all in there. Stay tuned, subscribe, we're at the end of the video. Hit that like button if you dare. Let me know what you think about this first episode. It's going to change as we go, and a lot of these changes are going to be from the suggestions I'm hoping to get from you guys. The next video I'm dropping is on EVE Online, and the winners for the Atlas giveaway are Lewis Davidson and just Nick. Your name is literally just Nick. Congratulations, guys. Just drop a comment on this video if you want to get your copy of Atlas, and then I'll tell you how to get in touch with me. Alright guys, take care, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and so on. Peace!